Julian Assange can be extradited to the U.S., court rules.
Here's a summary of the article.
Julian Assange has moved closer to being extradited from the UK to the US, after the US government won the latest stage in its extradition bid. The US had appealed against a January UK court ruling that the WikiLeaks founder could not be extradited due to concerns over his mental health. Judges were reassured by US promises to reduce the risk of suicide. He is wanted in the U.S. over the publication of thousands of classified documents in 2010 and 2011. Senior judges found the lower judge had based her decision in January on the risk of Mr. Assange being held in highly restrictive prison conditions if extradited. Giving the judgment, Lord Chief Justice Lord Burnett said, "That risk is in our judgment excluded by the assurances which are offered. It follows that we are satisfied that, if the assurances had been before the judge, she would have answered the relevant question differently." It is not currently clear whether Mr. Assange can further challenge his extradition, although Lord Justice Holroyd indicated in court that the WikiLeaks founder was seeking to bring another appeal. The U.S. had offered 4 assurances, including that Mr. Assange would not be subject to solitary confinement pre- or post-trial or detained at the ADX Florence Supermax jail if extradited.
This post received a score of 36,000, with an upvote ratio of 90%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
It is kind of weird throughout this decade of Assange shitshow, Australia has not spoken a single word about Assange, who is an Australian citizen.
Wait, WTF, I'm Australian and had no idea.
I dropped my Vegemite sandwich in Ormate.
Ormate.
Vegmate.
Veg or meat, FTFY.
Is there a distinction between the High Court referred to in the article and the UK Supreme Court? Or if not, would the UK Supreme Court even have jurisdiction to overturn this ruling?
Yes, the High Court is just one of our confusing layers of courts in the UK. There is the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court above them.
So the High Court isn't very high? Or rather, how many courts do they have?
The Supreme Court, the Court of Appeal, the High Court, the County Court, the Family Court, the Crown Court, Magistrates' Courts, highest to lowest.
Coroner's Court as well, which I'm told by the police is the most intimidating one because even the judge can ask questions.
Even the tea lady can ask questions.
They're mostly about tea, but Doreen has been known to drop the odd banger.
Rich tea. Or digestives? Asked Doreen. The question loaded with the ability to blow the hearings wide open.
Murderer says what? Doreen cracks another case.
Just trust us, bro. He's never going to see light of day again.
Oh no. He hung himself and stuffed socks down his throat. Oh darn, the cameras were off. Shame, I guess we'll never know. Oh shit, this script is dated August 2019. Greater than judges were reassured by US promises to reduce the risk of suicide. Yeah, the US has a very strong record in that area. Aha.
LMAO, this reads like a parody. How did we get here?
Probably a lot of winking and coughing going on in the courtroom that day.
Don't forget nudging.
Send us that politician's wife that fucked off back to America after she killed Harry Dunn.
Deal, but you also have to take Corden back as well.
Oh, well, never mind, then.
Please.
Yup, skip giving us Assange, just take Corden and that one chick and call it good, yeah?
Hey, Australia, feel free to chime in anytime here. I wish our government would. They are rotten cunts that need to be voted out. Scott Morrison also shit his pants at a McDonald's in Engadine.
There was more outrage for a piece of sandpaper.
The extradition treaty between US and UK seems to be a one-way street.
Firstly, British extradition requests are far less frequent, so they appear in the news less frequently. Secondly, the most high-profile cases, e.g. Anne Sakula's, tend to make people believe that the treaty is one-sided. It seems people believe the treaty is unfair because more people go from the UK to US than vice versa. As the blog post above details, US prosecutors are more gung-ho than British ones, which would lead to more UK to US extraditions.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.